様の協力でお送りします。
ペルソナ4 G アルティマックスウルトラ
Didn't mean to do that, but okay. Hey guys, what's up? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I hope you all doing great. Honestly, I was having a bad time earlier, but everything is okay now. So let's kick some butt. So I have to continue Chie's side of the story, and we're gonna leave the best for last. I mean, Aki Senpai. Let's go. I think bookmark. And we will do 2 parts with Chie because one of them was to follow Akihiko, and we didn't on this side.
Round final. Fight.
We need to train with Chie. Ow! Just let me kick your butt, please. Thank you. Replace a bookmark? Yes, and I'm gonna keep replacing on this one. She didn't want to kick her friend's butt though. When I glare at the monitor, Teddy laughs even more nastily than before, cutting off the transmission. There's a mountain of things I want to say, but right now I need to focus on Yukiko. Yeah. I fought against her. No matter what reasons were, I fought my best friend.
ユキコ、平気？ごめん、私手加減ができなくて。
You didn't go easy on me either.
チエ、よかった。元に戻ったんだね。チエがあんなこと言うわけないもの。きっと何か変なことをされてると思ってた。
Yeah, you said things that weren't like you either. She believed in me. Even though the fake me must have said horrible things to her. I can't even say thank you or I'm sorry. I feel like if I do, I'll start crying. It's okay. It's okay to cry. Instead, I clenched my fists, the same fists that I had used to hurt Yukiko.
ユキコ、聞いて。この世界のこと、ちょっと分かってきたんだ。
I tell her what happened to me up until now. About the rules. Say only the winner had to leave the area. And that Yukun and Yosuke were both safe. Why did the music stop? There we go. That I'm trying to reach the announcement room right now in pursuit of a suspicious girl that was with Teddy.
生徒会長って嘘をついてた子。確かに気
Martín,
になるね。
Teddy.
素で肩書きを勘違いなんてありえないし、嘘ついて名乗ってるってことは、ここが現実じゃない自覚あるってことでしょ。なら事件と関係あるとしか思えないよ。
Yeah.
でもどうしてその子は私たちを選んだんだろう。
That's what we're gonna find out.
そういや、なんでだろう。
Even if she is the one behind this, why would she single us by name? Even if she was the one behind this, why would she single us out by name? Okay. Neither me or Yosuke know who she is. How could someone we've never met choose us for this? Mew! Up on a sala. Mew? No. Hold on, I need to put my kid in the living room because he's misbehaving. There we go. Choose us for this.
きっと何か目的があるんだと思う。こんなグランプリを開催してまでやりたいこと。目的。無理に戦わせようとしてるよね。どうしてもこのグランプリが必要なんだと思う。私たちを戦わせていい思いをするってこと？何もなさそうだけど。
If we were chosen, that means that whoever's doing this obviously knows about the investigation team and personas. But we solved the case, so why now? Don't tell me, is it revenge? Even then, this means a little too redundant. Even so, even then, this seems a little too round out. Round out?
そういえばもう一人妙な人がいた。格好から怪しくてさ、赤マント着てるの。
I know, you're talking about Takehiko. He's fine.
赤マント。いや、目を輝かすところじゃないから。ともかく放送室に行けば解決するはずだよね。わかんないことは全部直接聞いちゃる。
知恵の言う通りかも。一緒に行きたいけど待ってるね。知恵なら大丈夫だよ。信じてる。頑張って。
I believe in you. Just hearing her says that makes my heart swell with emotion. Yukiko's eyes are calm, and just looking at her encourages me. Well, now I've fought all my friends that I entered the TV with. All that is left now is to head to announcement room. I lighten my fists. I don't know who's doing it, but there's someone out there who gets his kicks by breaking up friendships. I'll never let him get away with it. I will find him and put my footprints all over his stupid face. Good luck, Chie. Uh,
リセちゃん、この感じ本物。
This isn't over the PA system. This voice is echoing directly in my mind. There's only one thing this could be. It's Reset-chan's persona.
変な偽熊に捕まって、それからずっと一人で。先輩たちはなんか戦っちゃってるし。
I can tell from her voice that Reset-chan is courageously weeping away tears. It really is the real Reset-chan. She wasn't really traveling to insult us after all. I feel so much relief that I almost teared up too.
ずっとペルソナを使うなって見張られてたの。繋がってよかった。ジェ先輩、平気？怪我とかしてない？うん、大丈夫。見張られてたって何？リセちゃんは無事なの
Reset-chan tells me that Reset-chan tells me what had happened to her up until now. It turns out that once the first half of the Golden Week was over, she came back to Inaba from the city. Something bumped into her and she fell into a TV. When she woke up, she was trapped in the room she was being kept in, and Teddy was watching her the entire time to make sure she didn't use her persona. No matter how many times she asked Teddy why he did it, he would ignore her questions and laugh. But Teddy had suddenly left the room to look for something, and Rise-chan had finally had a chance to get in contact with someone. I guess Rise-chan's voice over the PA system was actually Teddy's using her voice too. Why Teddy suddenly left her alone is a mystery, but okay. Why Teddy suddenly left her alone is a mystery, but it's good to know that I can rely on her persona. Rise-chan has a special persona that can communicate with others, find people, and even figure out the strengths and weaknesses of the enemies we fight. She can look into everything we can figure out. Oh, that is why she has been held hostage. Huh. I guess kidnapping her was a pretty smart move on our enemy's part then. I should ask her as much as I can while she is in communicate with me like this.
クマの場所はわかる？追っかける？クマと一緒に知らない女の子がいたの。もしかしたらその子が原因かも。わかった、探るね。
I wonder how much time this will take. I was about to comment about that, but the results came in seconds.
いた。けどそばに変な反応がある。なんだろうこれ。シャドウじゃないけど人間とも違うみたい。あの偽会長の子がってこと？それ限りなく犯人っぽいじゃん。
All this stuff with invisible walls and making us to go nuts while talking to each other. There's no way a normal person could do this. I mean, of course that's not the case. And if they are in this world, then at the very end, they're persona user. And if they are in this world, at the very least, they are a persona user. Looks like she really may be the culprit. But after thinking that far, I suddenly remember someone else. There was one other person besides that girl. Yeah, you're gonna talk about Taki, aren't you?
ねえリセちゃん、この学校の中にさ、私たち以外にもう一人いない？変な赤マント着た人を見たの。いきなり窓から飛び降りたりとか、とにかく行動が変なの。先輩たち以外はシャドウしかいない。けど気をつけて、結構大きいのもいる。大 大きいのもってことはそうじゃないのも。あ、そういやあの生徒の影みたいのシャドウっぽかったかも。まあザコのことはいいか。あ、ってことはあの赤マントはシャドウ？誰のシャドウ？
Red, could it be Yukiko's then? No, 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 no. That was definitely a guy. I mean, he did look and act pretty weird, but he didn't seem like a shadow.
ねえ、まずはクマのことから片付けよう。リセちゃん、ナビお願いできる？任せといて。
I follow Riset's navigation and begin running. Since it seems that she can see where the invisible walls are. Thanks to her, I was able to find the room I needed without running into any more of them. Good work, Riset-chan.
ここだね。じゃあ行ってくる。リセちゃんは他のみんなと連絡つけてみて。状況がわかんなくて困ってると思うんだ。オッケー、任せといて。チー先輩、お願いね。了解。
We'll leave it to you. That's what she said. The translation was wrong, but okay. I give her a quick salute even though she isn't really here with me. But I hear her giggle. I guess she could see me anyway. Hold on. Just munching. Now that I think about it, does this mean I'm gonna fight that girl? Well, there's no point in worrying about it. I make up my mind and open the door.
頼もう。
Hold it right there. The two inside the classroom turn out to... The two inside the classroom turn around in a surprise. The girl with Teddy is the one I saw earlier. The one calling herself Student Council President. Actually, now that I get a closer look to her, she's a real beauty. I mean, even I can see it.
見つけた。さあ、覚悟はいい？あんた、グランプリ参加者の里中さんやね。あなたは誰？どうしてこんな馬鹿げたことしてるの？私らひどい目に遭ってんだから、今すぐ全部話してもらうかね。はっはー、ちえちゃんまるで警察みたい。かっこいい。
Teddy's voice is sarcastic and slimy. Not like his normal voice at all. He must be like everybody else was, controlled somehow. Yeah, I bet this fake president girl is the one behind it too.
クマ、あんた騙されてる。私は知ってるよ。あんたは主催者なんかじゃなくて、 正気を失ってるだけだって。こっちおいで、一緒に帰ろう。
猫なで声、気持ち悪いクマ。肉食獣となんかいかないクマ。クマの右手は甘くて美味しいから狙ってるんでしょう。
はあ、あんたの肉なんかこれっぽっちも興味ないし。甘いの？
Gasp. That came from my stomach, not from my brain. I didn't mean to say that at all, I swear. I mean, that totally made me sound like someone who kills people to eat them. And I don't, okay?
ギャースは食われるなんちて。むしろ狙われてるのはちえちゃんの方クマね。何しろもってもてですし。陽介ってちえちゃんを好きなの知ってる？もう先輩よりも夢中だって。
Wow.
はあ？
漢字もちえちゃんが好きくな。女の子だけど男らしいから当然ね。それから先生もちえちゃんが一番可愛いって。
何言ってんの？
I wonder if what he said is true. I was wondering what kind of insult was he going to say, but I wasn't expecting him to try to flatter me to death. Even though I know he is not in control of what he's saying, I can't keep from blushing. I can't keep from blushing. Okay. Teddy smiles like he can read my thoughts and continues his words with pride.
アイドルのリセちゃんより、少年探偵のナオちゃんより、美人狼のユキちゃんより。ちえちゃんが一番可愛いってみんな言ってるクマ。学校にファンクラブまであるの知ってるクマ？
I think she knows that. I think they mention it on Persona 4.
でたらめ言わないでよ。
ちえちゃん真っ赤。とっても嬉しそうクマ。そんなことあるわけないのにね。
I get it now. Instead of a direct insult, he was trying to wind my hopes up, then pull the rug out under me. From me. I know he was getting to try that, but it still hurts. Whether he can see my anger or not, Teddy looks at me with pity and frowns.
あんな目立つグループでみんなすっごい美人さんなのに、ちえちゃんだけ取り柄もない一般人クマね。でもね、クマ普通がいいと思うの。身の程を知れっちゅうの。勝ちたいとか思わんほうがいいクマよ。一生引き立て役なんだから。
私は勝ちたいとか思ってない。みんなみたいにすごい才能はないけど、私はこの私で満足してる。
My voice trembles when I reply. Why? I'm not living. What? I'm not lying. So why is it trembling? It makes me sound like I don't believe in it. I don't believe it. Teddy senses my agitation and smirks even harder.
嘘はいかんくま。だからヒーローになりたいくま。人を踏み台にして弱い人間ね。
No, if I hear any more of this, I'll give in to the enemy's tricks. Teddy isn't in his right mind. He is being controlled by the enemy. Then
そうだよ。正気じゃないって知ってて無駄だもんね。まずは元に戻してあげる。
excuse me.
Round final. Fight!
もういい。
Perfect. Perfect.
なんであんたら仲間やったんちゃうの？仲間同士で戦うなんて。
Well, he insulted me first.
何言ってんの？あんたが巻き込んだんでしょ？
I can't help but argue back at his self-proclaimed student council president. But I sounded so harsh that I surprised even myself. No, this isn't good. I need to calm down.
なんでちえちゃんが会長をいじめてるくま。
クマ、まだ操られてんの？あんた主催者ってことになってるよ。変なコスプレさせられてさ。
ちょっと待った。そこからが間違いくまよ。ほらちえちゃん、よーくクマを見てみるくま。
あ？
He's not wearing that fancy outfit. He's making all kinds of goofy poses. I don't know, but he's trying to get at.
で、なんなの？
こいつか。なんでわからんくま。
The other Teddy wouldn't do that.
あのコスプレグマなんかより何倍もクマの方がプリティー&セクシーでダイナマイトでしょうが。
もしかしてあの総統は別人ってこと？
ピーポークマ。会長が信じてくれんから一緒に偽物のところに行って濡れ衣脱ごうとしたクマにしても、 お初の会長はともかく、愛するちえちゃんまで見分けつかんなんてマジありえなくない？
ジョン、やめてそのしゃべり、混乱するわ。
I can tell if he's trying. I can tell if he's in his right mind right now. I can't tell if he's in his right mind or not right now. But that wasn't Teddy. There's another Teddy walking around here. But why would someone be intimidating Teddy on purpose?
あのな、うちもこのグランプリを止めるために放送室に行くところやったんよ。クマそうというのにこの子そっくりやろ。ほんまに犯人とは思えへんけど、関係あるはずやと思って一緒にいたんよ。
The girl looks straight into my eyes as she says this. I can tell that she's not lying. My intuition is strong. But then there's something that doesn't add it up. I decided to I decided to throw it right at her and see how she reacts.
だったら、なんで嘘ついたの？自分が生徒会長だって。嘘？うち嘘なんかついてへんよ。この前決まった8校の新しい生徒会長は男の子だよ。あなたは本当に8校の生徒なの？名前は何組？担任の先生は誰？名前？組？
ちえちゃん、尋問しちゃいやくま。
She has a point though.
私だって信じたいよ。だけど謎だらけじゃん。リセちゃんだって反応普通じゃないって言ってた。これだけ揃ったら怪しいって思っちゃうじゃん。こんな風に仲間同士で戦わせて、みんなにひどいこと言わせて、何が目的なの
？This girl has to be a persona user. I've been ready for a fight against her this whole time, but instead of challenging me, she turns pale and falls silent. She doesn't have an ounce of aggression in her. Well, that certainly wasn't what I was expecting. All I can do is wait for her to answer.
名前はわからへん。クラスも思い出せん。は？自分でもわからへんの。なんでここにおるかも考えてみたらようわからん。
I love Nevermore. That's the name of the song. It's Nevermore at the end. Or in this case, it's facing your true self.
そんな、どういうこと？
She doesn't even know her own name. And she didn't realize that until I pointed out. How could that be possible? It doesn't seem she's lying, but I'm not sure if I can believe her or not. But seeing me lost, but seeing me lost, but seeing me lost in thought, the girl looks at the ground with a painted expression.
こんな苦し紛れに嘘言うてるようにしか見えへんな。そんなんでうちがいくら犯人やない言うても信じてもらえるわけあらへんね。
With that, she turns her back on us. From behind, she seems so fragile that it's shocking.
ちょっと待って。どこに行くの？放送室や。自分の疑いは自分で晴らしてみせます。今まで疑って堪忍ね。それじゃ。会長
The girls shake off Teddy and runs out the classroom. I have no idea what to do. I can only stand there and watch as she leaves.
ちいちゃん、早く追っかけて。会長はペルソナを使えないクマ。何かあったら危険クマよ。
ペルソナが使えない？
She can.
待って、じゃああの子はどうやってこの世界に入ってきたの？
そういや、そうクマね。
Only Persona users can enter TVs. Hold on. Since Teddy's mind was being messed with just a few minutes ago, I can rule out that he's one behind it. The culprit has to be someone else. So far I've been seeing two people so far that look suspicious. It's not Aki. That guy in the cape and the self-proclaimed student council president. But when I first saw the guy, he was being blocked by invisible walls. I didn't think whoever created these walls would let himself get trapped like that. And the girl is obviously lying about being student council president. Plus, Rise-chan sensed that she wasn't a shadow or human. She's a robo. That puts her at the top of my list. But what if I'm wrong? But what if I'm wrong about this? She's not a Persona user. She's not a Persona user then. Oh no, don't tell me.
あの子は去年の事件と同じ落とされた被害者ってこと？
なんと
That's it! Then there's someone else who's mimicking Teddy's appearance doing all of this. I have a sudden realization. If that girl is just a victim, then her shadow might have come on this on its own. Actually, if it did, that will explain why we're never seen a place like this before when we've been in the TV world. My entire body suddenly goes cold. Could I have made a gross Could I have made a gross misunderstanding?
犯人はあの子じゃなくて、あの子から出たシャドウ？
Maybe. Now that I think about it, I should have suspected from the very beginning. Why didn't I think about that until now? I was confused because I was being forced fighting everybody. And my friends were all saving terrible and my bleh. Hold on. I was confused because I was being forced to fight everybody and my friends were all saying terrible things to me. There you go. Now I can't leave things like this.
追いかけなくちゃ。
I really wasn't being myself. I didn't listen to what she had to say, and I was being harsh to her for no reason. I'm sure I said something that really hurt her. And if she meets her shadow in a state like that, things are going to get ugly.
お願い、ちえちゃん。会長を助けてあげて。
行きましょう。To be honest, there are some other questions that I just don't have answers right now. But I can think about that later, after I save that girl. I rush out to the hallway, but she's already out of sight. But she did just say that she was going to the announcement room. And the other Teddy, likely this girl's shadow. Thank you very much for the follow, Onda. And the other Teddy likely is that girl's shadow. She's going to be there too. Please let me make it in time. I have to sprint like the wind. After a huge detour, I finally arrived at the announcement room, or so I thought. It's like this room turned into something completely different. First, it's almost twice the size of the real announcement room. Second, the walls are now made of huge glass panels, and it's obvious that the world outside, not this cool like it should be. As I'd expected, there are 3 people inside. Rise-chan, the self-proclaimed student council president, and that girl's shadow. Or not.
嘘。ああ、ようやく来たんだ。この子が先に来たからどうしたかと思っちゃった。
My face laughs at me. A mirror image of me was standing there.
なんで私のシャドウがここにいんの？ 悪魔がいなくなったらいきなり里中さんが2人。うちは里中さんが先回りしたんやと。
うっさいな。外野は黙っといてくんない？私が用事があるのは私だけ。
The shadow turns. Okay. The shadow turns to her and slaps Golden gaze towards me. Okay, I'm sorry. The shadow turns her sharp golden gaze at me. There you go. There's no mistake about it. That's my shadow I met last year. But
あんた私のペルソナになったじゃん。なんでまた出てきてんの？
mind tricks.
あんたが弱いから。
Because I'm weak? That's the same thing all my friends were saying since I was forced to fight them.
ペルソナを手に入れたら、もう二度とシャドウに惑わされたりなんかしないと思った？そんなわけないじゃん。人は弱さを決して手放せない。私はあんたの中に居続けるし、こうしてあんたの本音を叫び続ける。
まさか私のためのグランプリって。
True, it appears that my friends weren't in their right minds a number of times today. I didn't let it bother me, and I didn't let it bother me at the time, but was this place really born from my own weakness? Even though I accepted my shadow, I am so weak that it came out again. Are all the horrible things that everyone was going through are all they my fault? Okay. Are all the horrible things that everyone's been going through, are they all my fault?
強くなりたい？警察に入りたい？あんたの口先の夢は何のためだった？大事な人を守るなんて後付け。あんたはヒーローになりたいだけ。正義の味方だって威張りたいだけ。
What's wrong if she wants to?
取り柄もない自分のくせに勝ちたいんだよね。守りたいはずの大事な人を踏み台にしてさ。
The face I know so well laughs mockingly.
違う。私はそんなこと思って。
また否定する？あんたは私だってこと。
I can't deny her. That's what a shadow do. That's what the shadows do. They try to make the real person deny their existence, and they try to take the place of the real one. I know that, but I can't stop my emotions. I was able to accept her as part of myself last year, but I can't right now. I mean, how can I just accept it was really my fault? It really? I mean, that I can of that I, of all people, and such a horrible things to my friends. My vision blurs. My hands and legs tremble.
あんたなんか私じゃ
Just then, don't say it!
先輩あいつの言葉なんかに負けないで
I just knew it that the song was coming up. Not because I played before, but it just goes like this, Persona 4. I turn around and I meet Recess Chan's gaze. She's looking straight at me, meeting my eyes. Even though I'm so weak. She has her eye closed. What? The girl behind her is looking at me with worry too. Both of them have a look in their eyes that says they have faith in me. Even though they must have heard those horrible, I can't English. Even though they must have heard whose fault all this is, who caused all the horrible things they had to go through. I have to ask myself, if I deny that I'm weak and my shadow goes berserk right now, will I make those two suffer even more? Do I want this to happen?
そうだね
何
That's right, I remember now. I remember the time when my shadow first came out. At the time, I had Yukun and Yasuke with me. I was saved because I wasn't alone. It's the same right now, too. And
あんたの言うこと全部は否定しないヒーローにも相変わらず憧れるしユキコたちに劣等感を感じることもある警察かっこいいかもってミーハーな気持ちも確かにあるよでもそれだけじゃない守りたいそれも本当の気持ちだってこんな私でも受け入れてくれる大事な仲間がいるんだもんみんなみたいにすごくないけど私だって胸を張っていたいだからせめて自分の得意なことで頑張るそれのどこが間違ってんの
that's right. Everyone said it. Everyone said so before I came here. Everyone said so before I came here.
こっからは力になれねえみたいで悪いな。けどお前ならちゃんとあいつら助けてくれんだろ。
信じてる。頑張って。
お願いちえちゃん会長を助けてあげて
What about you?
みんな
There we go.
頼む。
Everyone believed in me. They trusted me to do everything because I said I could. And even though they weren't with me, and even though they aren't with me right now, their trust in me. And even though they aren't with me right now, their trust in me is helping me to stand strong. That's why I should be able to take this on.
心の均衡を取り戻しただと。
私はリセちゃんとその子を守りたい。学校に残ってるみんなも守りたい。ヒーローになりたいからじゃない。ただ大好きな人たちだから。私が弱くてあんたを生み出したんでしょ。だったら今ここで私自身が決着をつける。
I'm not scared of my shadow anymore. Now I'll end this for sure. Shadow fight!
Round final. Fight! There you go. I was scared for a second there. Having managed to calm my raging shadow, I turned back to the other self and to the other two girls. I was able to protect them, right?
一体どういうことなん？そうだよね。なんかほんとごめん。
Lisa-chan and I quickly explained what just happened to the shaken girl. How in this world you're represented inner thoughts, your shadow separates from you. How it appears in the form of your other self and tries all sorts of tricks and try to take the real person's place. Then again, in my case, I had experienced that once already, and I should have been okay, but it looks like I did it again. Oops, I did it
そうい
again.
うわけで、あなたを疑った私の方が本当の原因だったみたい。シャドウ、抑圧された自分。実感湧かないよね。突拍子もない話だし。
I'm bad at explaining things after all. If someone smart like Naoto-kun was here right now, she'd be able to explain things a lot better. But what's important isn't that girl understands what happened. But
But what's important isn't that this girl understands what's happened. It's all that I have to accept my shadow once more.
何？
Hi, Daddy.
心の逃げ場を完全に奪ったと思ったのに苦しみが足りなかったの？そうじゃない。
That's not it. The lights suddenly drop, pulling the room into darkness, and the voice echoes through the gloom. That voice. That's not my shadow. What in the world is going on? I realized that fake Teddy was suddenly standing in the room without us noticing him. Huh? Where did my shadow go then?
そっか。今までずっとあいつがクマ総統のふりしてたわけだもんね。そういうことだよね。
やっぱりあんたは一人のまま誰もあんたを理解してくれない。
It might look like Teddy again, but that tone of voice and way of speaking are nothing like Teddy's. What Teddy would say. What he's saying is a bit weird too. Maybe he's not actually talking to me? Could it be talking to about this other girl? What could this mean?
もうごっこ遊びは終わりにしない？まだ騙し続ける気？
騙す？うちは。
I'm not.
ちょっと待ってよ。あんた、私のシャドウでしょ？違う。このシャドウ、会長に反応してる。どういうこと？
教えてあげる。
This turn of events is perplexing. But the fake Teddy smirks and snaps his fingers.
我は影、真なる我。
我は影、信じあれ。我は影、信じあれ。Okay. No way. That's the other girl's face? That's the other girl's face. That's her shadow. She cries out, apparently in shock over seeing the shadow has robotic limbs. What's going on?
つまりやっぱこの子のシャドウだったってこと？
そうよ。そしてこれが私の能力。姿や言葉をねじ曲げるの。
It distorted people's appearance and words. So was it just taking on Teddy's form this whole time? And she was making my friends say things that they didn't mean?
じゃあさっきの私の姿は
That was his shadow too. The shadow smirks that perplexed look on okay, the shadow smirks at the perplexed look on my face.
私にこんな力があるのはなんでかしら。私はそいつは私。そう、本当の嘘つきはそいつの方なのよ。
いい加減言わんといて。うちは嘘なんか。
ほら、私をちゃんと見てよ。あんたそっくりじゃない。
違う。
あなたは我々じゃない。The shadow draws closer, making a point to show off her body. She has a mechanical body with large wing-like metal parts jutting from her back. These wings turn into a giant axe that the shadow grabs from the air. The girl looks away as she is trying to find a way out. I take this as an opportunity to speak up.
大丈夫。怖がらないで。自分の一部が歪んで現れてるだけだから。本体に否定させるのがシャドウの狙いなの。大丈夫だから落ち着いて。
歪んでる？違う。歪んでるのはそっち。まだ思い出さないつもり？ちゃんとこっち見てよ。自分騙してないでさ。
The shadow snaps her fingers. What's it going to turn into now? I brace myself for the shadow to charge, but I don't expect what happens next. The shadow doesn't change, but the girl does. Her arms quickly change right before my eyes. Her hands turn pale and smooth, becoming something inhuman. In seconds, she's the same as her shadow.
会長さんの体が。何これ？これもあいつのまやかし？
多分違う。初めて反応を感じた時から変だなって思ってた。この子人間じゃない。
She tries to hide her body from us, but she can't hide everything. The shadow snores even more as the girl curls on the floor, then snips the axe as taunting her. Even though the shadow has the same face as her, seeing her wield such a giant chunk of metal so effortlessly only shows how monstrous she really is. The shadow branches the axe in her hands without hesitation. That's when Kanji,
Kanji-kun!
you finally show up, Kanji. Kanji-kun bursts through the wall. Well, it looked like more she was thrown through it. He isn't moving an inch. Wow, don't tell me, did Akihiko punch him?
カンジ助けに来てくれたじゃないの
I think he was punched. It's no use, he's completely unconscious. A voice I've heard somewhere before has come to the other side of the new hole in the wall.
お前がラビリスか
Aki! Must be Labrys.
あん時の赤マント
Sure enough, the owner of that voice is the guy in the red cape. He steps into the room, brushing off dust from his shoulders. Is he the one that blasted Kanji-kun in here? Then he must be an enemy? He's fine. I take a defensive stance, but he ignores me. Instead, he fixes his gaze on the girl and her shadow. Poor Kanji.
ラビリスが2体いいだろう両方おとなしくさせるまでだ
He smirks confidently and raises his fists. Who's Labrys? Is that the girl's name? It seems like he knows who she is. Who is this guy? And it ends. Yep. Let's continue again with Chia.
一体どうなってんの
Hold on. Uh,
なんだもうまさか
let's now follow the stake. I make up my mind and jump out the window. I feel like I'm floating. It's sort of like it feels when I enter the TV. Everything goes dark. When I wake up, I'm lying on the ground. Where am I now? It doesn't look like it's on the school grounds. Wait, is that a convenience store over there? Yeah, it is! I know that store. It's the closest to the school, though it's pretty far on foot. It's not like you could get there just by jumping out a window from the school. What's going on? You're in the shadow world, Chie. Doesn't make sense. But this place. I sniff around and get another whiff of that incredible steak bowl laden air. I suddenly remind me of the way Teddy sniffs around when he's searching for something. But it works. I can follow the invisible trail of beefy goodness. It leads me to the browy of the guy in the red cape. Yeah, he is. That he is. The rich smell of steakball assaults my sense of smell, even as the okay. The rich smell of the rich smell of steakball assaults my senses of smell, even as the sight of the guy in the cape, though the store window assaults my eyesight. The magnificent smell of the steak bowls is calling for me. Wait, I need to see who that red cape guy is. No, no! There's only one steak bowl left on the shelf and he's reaching for it. My god, he's going to buy the last steak bowl. Chie, I'm sorry, but you don't stand a chance. I crashed through the door and snatched the steak bowl away in an instant before the guy in the red cape touches it. This is the Aya steak bowl. Even better, it's a super special steak bowl. What's going on in this convenience store? Maybe there's some deal going on between Aya and the store to sell their steak bowls? Oh man, Mr. Aya, that's too... Oh man, Mr. Aya, that's just good business. You make so much blacking from this move.
待て。それは俺のだ。俺の方が早く目をつけていた。
Do you have money, Chie?
でも、取ったのは私だもん。
The guy with the cape glares at me with the murder in his eyes. Yeah, but I'm not backing off. I mean, this is stake on the line
お前
here.
が声をかけなければ、俺の方がそれを取っていたんだぞ。
そんなのわかんないじゃん。とにかくこのアイヤのスーパースペシャル肉丼は私のなんだかんね。
それを聞いてなおさらお前に譲るわけにはいかなくなった。それはウミウシだ。ウミウシの超絶牛丼だ。それもわからんやつに俺から肉を奪う資格はない。
はあ、これはアイヤノです。私が間違えるわけないじゃん。そっちこそ肉の何が分かってんの？
Eli smirks at that. A smirk or the dangerous smile of a shark? I almost flinch from the aura of danger that this guy is giving off, but this guy knows nothing about meat. Yes, he does. His muscles have to be all show. I'll glare back at him without giving in. The guy eventually makes a decision.
いいだろ。表へ出ろ。どちらがその肉にふさわしいか確かめてやる。
表へ出ろとか初めてリアルに言われたわ。けどやってやろうじゃん。
The guy in the red cape throws some money to the counter and then puts the food in a bag. We then leave the store and hang the bag from a nail in a nearby phone pole. It hangs there, tempting me, a prize like a championship belt, but made of steak. Only, okay. Print screen! Can I print screen this? Nope. Only the victor gets to bask into the glory of Aya's protein.
貴様に肉の何たるかを教えてやる。覚悟はいいか？
そっちこそ覚悟してよね。肉へのリスペクトを叩き込んでやる。
Instantly, I'm not gonna fight him! I don't wanna fight him. Please no. Shit. Can I lose? Do I have to win?
Round final. Fight.
Come on, Aki. Don't make me win, Aki. Seriously? I won! I rush over to grab the bag, No, the championship belt hanging from the telephone pole. It's all mine. All mine. It's mine, all mine. Ah, Lucius made. That Lucius made. Under that, that blindly. I can barely read sometimes because you see that the white is on the white. Under that bleeding white rice covered with delicious juice.
止まらん。早速いただきまー
I sense someone staring at me. I turn around to the red-caped guy, and his knees glaring at me. The fury of 1,000,000,000 suns. Wow, actually, it's hard to eat with all that hate being aimed at my direction. And I can hear his stomach too. It's rumbling like a wild animal. So he's hungry, just like me. You know, I like you, Aki, so...
あげるってそんなすごい顔で見ないでくれる
To be honest, she had shared her ramen bowl with Yosuke. I told him the bowl out to him. I can't keep my hands from shaking in regret as I offer the precious gift from my to a total stranger. I don't want to do this. I really don't want. I don't want to, but I can't. But I can understand the pain that comes from being so close to stake, only to have cruelly snatched away. Even if, we've even fought over it. I understand the depths of love of beef. Even then, the bowl shakes as I hand it out to him. The red-caped guy swallows hard and reaches out. But suddenly snatches his hand back at the last moment and suddenly stands up.
バカにするな。哀れみ合う剣。
Fuck you, Aki! Oh, he's gone. I was being nice to you, you jerk! Well, now I can eat without any regrets. I can't hold back my excitement as I tear off the lid of the super special steak bowl. Oh my, what a beautiful presentation. This is the kind of thing you never see to the real Aya unless both the owner and Aya-chan are their very best. The marble fat of the steak looks even losing the normal. I must have it. It consumes. Excuse me. I must have it. It consumes me. Just looking at it fills me with joy, and I'm near the point of placing it on the ground and bowing to it.
がっつり行かせていただきます
Having to eat without a split of joysticks, it's annoying, but here it comes, the first bite.
はじゃねえよ。なんでお前コンビニ袋持って倒れてんだ？
Huh? Is this Junes? Yosuke? Wait, what? What's going on?
コンビニ袋。私の肉丼は？
肉丼って。
あの潰れたコンビニ飯っぽいやつか？あんなん捨てたっつうの。
異世界にあった食べ物を口に入れようなんてチャレンジャーだな。
I realize that there's more than just Yosuke. Yukiko is here. Yukiko here. Oh, there's Yosuke and Yukiko here. Yukun's here too. And Kanji-kun and Recession too. And Teddy? Even Naoto-kun's here. When did they all get together?
あれその事件は
解決したよ。
ええ、すっかり。
Wait a second. It's solved? All of it?
ちえちゃんがここでニクニク言ってる間にみんな頑張ったくま。
里中先輩、マジで肉食ジュースね。
いや、
よかったな。これで肉にありつけるぞ。
Yukun smiles kindly. No. He doesn't. His eyes aren't smiling. Not at all. I slowly turn around to look at everyone else. They all have the same look. Their mouths are smiling, but they're looking down at me coldly. I look up at the sky to escape the glaring and laughed painfully to myself. Ah, I'm so hungry. Cake. And seriously? Okay. Okay, so this is what happens. What happens if I lose?
Round final.
Okay, Aki, go for it. I can't let you have a perfect. Come on, you can do better than that. better than that. Okay, it's game over. Okay. Uh...
これであなたは私のもの。戦いは非常なのだってね。
I open the lid, making a show of enjoying the steam from the staple just to annoy the guy in the cape. Oh my, what a fragrance. Even though he lost, I feel sorry that he doesn't get a chance to eat any of this. I could seriously eat down an entire bowl of the rice and smell it like this. I'm not kidding. This steak bowl is more than just food. It's a work of art that you see in your that you can see with your mouth. Okay, Mr. Owner of Aya and Aya-chan, thank you for this food. Having to eat with split chopsticks is annoying, but here goes the first bite. Okay. I think it's the same. Hold on. I have to go to the bathroom. Okay.
はじゃねえよ。なんでお前コンビニ袋持って倒れてんだ？
I think it's the same. Okay. Yeah, it was the same. Okay, so let's go with Yukiko.
ゆきちゃん、大丈夫？何か手伝う？
ああ、大丈夫。一人でやりたいの。
そう？何か手がいるなら遠慮しないでね。
I smile back to our waitress, Kasai-san, and concentrate once again on slicing a carrot on the cutting board in front of me. It's pretty tough to cut, is it? I am Yukiko Amagi. I am the only daughter of the Amagi Inn. Some people here at the inn Some people here call the inn a famous local landmark. But to be honest, that description doesn't really register with me. I think I'm the only one that sees it that way because nothing else stands out in the countryside town. I am getting trained for the Amagi Inn staff, but the food I'm cooking right now isn't for the customers. Actually, my cooking is, well, not so great. There's no way anything I could make would be served here.
こんばんは。5月2日ナイトジャーナル。まずは昨日起こった国内線ハイジャック関連のニュースからです。
Momentarily turning her attention away from TV is one of the guests from Kasai-san speaks to me.
あら、もうこんな時間。ゆきちゃん、あんまり無理しないようにね。
ありがとう。
The latter half of the Golden Week starts tomorrow. I usually have to work through it since the inn's so busy during the holidays, but I've been given permission to take tomorrow off. And that's because Yukon is coming back to spend the time here in Inaba. Yunarukami. He's a precious friend who has transferred to Yasogami High here in Inaba last spring. He had to move back to the city after his parents returned from their jobs overseas. But now I finally got to see him again after 2 whole months. Just thinking about that news puts a smile on my face. People might think that I'm overreacting over just 2 months, but it still makes me happy. I mean, the year I spent with Yukon was quite special for us. It sounds hard to believe, but last year we've got wrapped up in a serious mystery that occurred in this town and solved it ourselves. The one who led the team we created then, the investigation team, was Yukon. Most of us who were in the investigation team are going to meet up for his return tomorrow. I'm already excited about it. I just begin to lose myself in these thoughts. An acrid burning smell and the acrid burning smell strings my nose.
お魚焼いてたんだった。
I hurried flipped the sea bean I left on the grill. It's still good, right? Yeah, it still looks good. Question is, does it taste good? I think it will be fine, maybe. That doesn't sound good. When I look inside the pot, a lot of water is gone. But the ingredients I put in there to boil are soft, so it should be okay. It's really time to turn the stove off though. I put the finishing touches and finally take a breather.
みんな喜んでくれるといいけど。
It's been a while since everyone in the investigation team got together, so I want to make it seem like more like a celebration. That's why I began making this boxed lunch for all of us. But it was a lot more food to prepare than I expected. I have a new respect for our cooks. The number of guests we get here every day, it may more than the amount of people I'm cooking for. They have to make a lot more food than I would. Excuse me. I have a new respect for our cooks. The number of guests we get here every day is way more than the amount of people I'm cooking for. They have to make a lot more food than I just did. Okay. I grabbed the largest tiered licorice box we have and struggled to cram all the food in.
彩りが大事って言うけど、味の方が優先だよね。男の子だっているし、知恵もいっぱい食べるし、量が入ってなきゃ足りないもんね。うん。よし、完成。
Huh? An email? Who could it be from? Chie! I opened my cell and noticed a familiar name being displayed.
知恵だ。集合場所忘れちゃったのかな。
Chie Satonaka. She's been my friend ever since I was little. She is also a member of the investigation team. We went through so much together during the course of the last year events, and now we're even closer than before. Sure enough, the email I received was asking for confirmation of our meeting place. That she must have gotten so excited when she heard the news that she gazed over the details. That's so like her. But there was more to her email.
嘘。真夜中テレビがまた放送されてる？
The Midnight Channel. At midnight on a running night, if you look into a TV when it's turned off, you'll see your soulmate. That was the urban legend that spread like wildfire in this town last year. At first, I obviously thought it was just a rumor, but I was wrong. It wasn't some superstition, that there were actually something to the rumor. When we tested out for ourselves, we really saw an image appear on the TV, even though it was turned off. But it wasn't anyone's soulmate. The person that appeared on the TV was a victim. This is why the investigation team was formed. The phenomenon was close tied to the incident that we resolved. In a nutshell, it was a series of murders. A few people died, and it almost was all over the TV news. That alone is already a serious case, but we discovered something even more shocking about it. There was a world inside TVs. Personas and shadows. We encountered so many unbelievable. We encountered so many unbelievable things that there's no way I could explain all of it. But everyone in the investigation team desperately did their best and managed to take care of everything. Even the Midnight Channel was shut down. So it's pretty strange that it's on a It's pretty strange that it's on again all of a sudden. It seems she hasn't seen it in person yet, judging by her email. She just said, "Let's check it. Let's watch the Midnight Channel tonight." I glanced over the small window at in the kitchen. Today's forecast is rain. The perfect weather for checking the Midnight Channel.
そんなはずないよ。だって
Words of denial trouble my mouth. It's not that I don't believe Chie. It's just that I'm really hoping that it's not true. If the Midnight Channel is broadcast again, we are going to see another series of murderers. These worries begin growling away at my stomach. Standing up against my own rebellious shadow and getting to know everyone's better through our adventures in the investigation team are important memories of mine. But this would mean something different. Even as I send a reply to Chie, my emotions are still running wild. I've got a bad feeling about this.
ああ、いたいた。ゆきちゃんにお電話来てるわよ。
I'm so on the edge that when Kasai picks up, I jump a little. I feel like a fool. I'm all worked up over a mere possibility that something's going to happen again. I calm myself down and smile at Kasai-san. Though this is kind of odd.
私にこんな時間に誰からだろう。
藤川さんのマネージャーさんですって。ゆきちゃんに聞きたいことがあるって。
Rise Kuchikawa. She's another classmate from our high school. Not only she's a part of the investigation team, but a famous idol and a TV personality. Rise-chan took a break from show business while investigation was underway, but she's been preparing to get back into it. Since spring, she's been super busy lately. I have no idea why her manager will be calling me though. Kasai-san jokes that they're trying to recruit me and hand me the receiver. She then ducks back through the split curtain. This isn't helping that uneasy feeling I was having earlier. I take a deep breath and put the phone on my ear.
もしもし、お電話変わりました。天城由紀子です。
ああ、どうもすみません、夜分に。藤川リゼのマネージャーをしてます、井上です。
Inoue. Oh, so he got back to her?
はい、お伺いしています。何か。
実はですね、藤川と連絡が取れませんで、どこ行ったかご存知ないかと思いまして。
You know what's cute though? It's the fact that Inoue-san is actually calling Yukiko, knowing that she's her friend. They don't know where Risa-chan is. Apparently, she won't answer her cell, and isn't at her grandmother's or her parents' home in the city. Her exhausted manager told me he was at such a loss that out of the desperation he looked up on our inn's phone number and called me since he knew that we were friends. I feel really bad though, the poor guy, but I feel really bad for the poor guy, but
ごめんなさい。ちょっとわからないかも。
The manager on the other side of the phone replies with a downcast, I see. After she apologizing for calling me out of the blue like this, he ends the phone call, but not before asking me to keep Rise's disappearance under warps. Even setting aside work, he must be worried sick about her. At least that's what he sounded like to me. The world of showbiz is pretty tough. This isn't the first time this has happened to Rise-chan. Went missing when she took her break last year, so Inoue-san must be afraid of going through that again. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this. My cousin, she's a kid still, and she says she wants to be an actress. But I think she doesn't know what it really means. She doesn't like to study. So she just thinks she just needs to dance and act without reading, without knowing stuff. So having a cousin like this that she doesn't have a clue of what showbiz is, I don't know either. But I know you need to go to castings, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's terribly annoying. And honestly, I really wouldn't like to go to showbiz. I don't like to show off, you know. She's a show off, I know. Even though I might have talent for, you know, plays and stuff, I really don't feel like it. I'm like, make games, just leave me alone doing my art and concept art. Thank you. But that's the only reason I was able to get to know her. The reveal of the Midnight Channel, Rise-chan sudden disappearance, my mind is in a thrill miasma of depressing ideas and worst case scenarios. Could Rise-chan have gotten dropped into a TV again? I know that's my tendency to immediately gravitate to the worst possibilities is a bad habit of mine, but I just can't stop myself. I open myself and ring my list of most called contacts. My fingers stop when I see Yu Narukami on the display.
何でも頼っちゃダメね。まだ事件って決まったわけじゃないのに余計な気苦労させちゃうし。
There isn't any reason to be concerned about anything yet. Yukun is coming back for the first time in a while. After being away for so long, I want to welcome him with joy, not with the necessary burdens. There is a reasonable explanation for everything so far. I need to keep my wild thoughts to myself until I have some real confirmation.
リセちゃんは。
I look for a Rise-chan number on my cell phone, then I press the call button. 1 ring, 2 rings, 3 rings. No response with each unheeding ring. No response with each unheeded ring. My anxiety grows. Why isn't he picking up? Maybe she isn't in an area. Maybe she's in an area with bad reception. Or maybe she's in danger. can't answer the phone. No, I have to stop thinking like this. Like that.
花村くんに電話してみよう。
I pressed the call button to end the call, as if my worries would end among with it. I began looking up another number. Yosuke Hanamura, he's another classmate and member of the investigation team, and also apparently Yukon's partner. At first I thought Yosuke-kun was just calling himself that, but it seems the feeling is mutual now. Considerably that he gets along with everyone pretty well. And he got more friends than I do. He might know something about Rise-chan. Without any other leads, he's probably my best option. I dialed Yukun's number. Yosuke's number. Yosuke-kun's number. This time the call connects immediately. He must have answered his phone without even thinking about it. I feel a little relief and speak up.
花村くん、こんばんは、天城です。さっき知恵からメールで。
おう、聞いてるぜ。真夜中テレビが流れてるって話だろ。たくマジかよこれ。里中のやつ寝ぼけてるだけじゃねえの。
Hearing Yasuke-kun's cheerful voice takes a bit more of my worries away. To avoid causing panic, I try to choose my words carefully as I relay what I heard from Rise-chan's manager.
実はリセちゃんいなくなったって。いなくなったっていうか。とにかく連絡が取れないみたい。
マジ？悩みとか聞いてないよな。
会ったら私たちに言うと思う。忙しいけど張り切ってたし。
だよな。そこに真夜中テレビの話ってわけか。
I go ahead and tell Yosuke everything Inoue-san told me. I promised him that I wouldn't tell anyone, but I figured that the investigation team needs to know things like this. After all, Rise-chan has been through things with us. I'm sure she would have kept secret from her manager. After we talked about Rise-chan's disappearance, a slightly awkward silence falls upon the conversation. As Yosuke comes to the same conclusion I have, before I can linger too long, Yosuke-kun breaks the silence with a serious yet cheerful response.
とりあえず落ち着こうぜ。まずは真夜中テレビの方を確かめねえとさ。無駄に心配したって始まんねえし、何事も確認が大事ってやつ。
It sounds like that I once again realized that my friends on the investigation team are wonderful. Yukun, who is calm and decisive, Yosuke-kun, who is always a source of a good cheer, And that's just two of them. Everyone's personality on the team complement each other. And because of this, we were able to overcome the inconceivable obstacles that we faced.
そうだよね。ありがとう、花村くん。
I think just K and hang up. There's no use in getting flustered. First, we need to confirm the current situation and then think of a plan based on what we learned. What we learn. This feels nostalgic. A smile forms in my lips as my worries subside a bit. The lessons learned from last year are helping me now. The Midnight Channel airs at midnight. I've got a lot of time to kill until then. Oh, I know. I have to clean up the kitchen. I don't want to leave a mess for our cooks when they arrive in the morning. Can I save? No. After I finish cleaning up the kitchen and take a bath, I return to my room. I look at the clock, but it's still not even close to midnight.
時間中途半端にあるな。
There's still a few minutes. I tried reading a book, but nothing is sticking with me. It even feels like time is moving slower. I just want the Midnight Channel to hurry up and get here.
大丈夫。きっと大丈夫よ。もう何も起こるはずないもの。
ライバル、それは強敵と書いて友と読む。高校生同士の決死の格闘番組。新たな伝説が今幕を開ける。可愛い七子は誰にも渡さん。鋼のチェスコン番長鳴亀優。
当然です。
寂れた田舎を踏み台に大英雄に俺はなる。キャプテン・ル・サンチマン花村陽介。退屈なものは全部ぶっ壊す。女を捨てた肉食獣。男勝りの足技系ドラゴン里中千恵。
肉を食べなさい、肉を。
私をリングに連れてって難攻不落の黒雪姫天城ユキコ。
一撃で仕留める。
バラと肉体の狂い咲き。戦慄のガチムチ皇帝辰巳寛治。もっと奥までドツニュー。見た目は子供、頭脳は化け物。 IQ2000 の KY 探偵白金直人。バカ軍団ですか。
I keep saying I'm the same type as Naoto.
激闘 P1 グランプリ今宵開戦。
なんだこれ。
なんだこれ。
Let me save, please. Not yet. I sit at the Jeunesse food court with the weight from my homemade boxed lunch and a heavy heart. Until yesterday, Everything, my whole concerns for today were cooking enough food for everyone and worrying about whether Junes would be too crowded. A lot has changed in those few hours. So instead of coming here early to reserve some space for my friends, I'm here even earlier of the sheer stress. On a side note, sitting here right now makes me realize that there are a lot of more people in this town than I ever imagined. And with that many people, quite a few of them probably saw the Midnight Channel broadcasted last night.
どうしてこうなっちゃったんだろう。
I know that I'm not going anywhere to do that question, but I can't help but muttered to myself as I sit and wait. This isn't the first time my imagination has. It's not the first time my image, okay. This isn't the first time my image has appeared on the Midnight Channel. I heard about it from Chie and the others last time, but I've never seen it myself until now. No matter how hard I tried to deny it, there's no doubt that was me. Hold on. I think I hear my kid kicking the door. Okay, where was I? No matter how hard I tried to deny it, there's no doubt that was me. They even gave me a ridiculous title, the Incredible Snow Black. Incredible Snow Black? What's that supposed to mean? Everyone got nonsensical nicknames too, but it was no laughing matter. Actually, I can't even remember what my friends were called. The only... Actually, I can't remember what my friends were called. The only thing that I registered was that they were all of them were pretty awkward. I was too stunned to catch anything more than that. When Chia called me afterwards, I finally came to my senses. The situation just seemed to be more serious than I had imagined earlier. Especially considering that Rise-chan isn't the only one that we haven't been able to get a hold of.
Yukiko, 早い。
おはよう、知恵。気になって手伝い切り上げてきちゃった。
Just as my thoughts were getting gloomy again, Chie's cheerful voice is there to snap me out of my funk. I look up to see my best friend waiting for me. Yeah, I shouldn't keep dwelling on these bad thoughts. It will all be okay. I'm sure we'll be able to handle this. I reassure myself and show Chie what I've brought.
実はね、お弁当作ってきたの。後でみんなで食べよう。
お弁当。お弁当。
I shrug and give a weird smile to Chie's reaction.
大丈夫。今日のはちゃんと味見もしたし、去年みたいなことはもうないから。ないはず。
まあ、実際私らいつまでも殺人シェフじゃ悔しいもんね。てか匂い、ほんと美味しそう。やばい、楽しみ。
Hearing Chie's delight makes me feel a bit better. I wonder if everyone else will be as excited about my food as she is. Just as I'm thinking about it, how to bring it up, I hear a familiar, cheerful voice coming from behind us.
うっす、悪い、遅れたか。エレベーターでちょうどこいつにも会ってさ。
みんな、久しぶり。
おかえり、会いたかった。ようやく本日の主賓様が来たね。元気そうで何よりじゃ。
おかえりなさい。
It's just Kei-kun and Yukon. Chie bounds off happy as she can be, but I'm feeling a little lost in my emotions. I wonder how much Yukon knows about what happened yesterday. Yes, Kei-kun is the first to notice what I'm getting and casually transitions into the subject.
ん？ああ、真夜中テレビの件ならもうこいつも知ってるぜ。てか、こいつの方から電話くれたし。
そうだったんだ。なんだか慌ただしい再会になっちゃったね。でも来てくれてよかった。
Yukon smiles at my words. That kind of smile and calm glimmer, he hasn't changed at all. I'm happy, but there is definitely an elephant in the room. I wish this could be just... I wished it could be just a fun gathering with us getting all together like normal people. My thoughts are interrupted by an exaggerated cough. It's Yosuke-kun. Apparently was waiting for us all to sit down. After grabbing our attention, Yosuke begins to speak.
じゃあ、久々だっつうのに再び事件に当たっちまった相棒の帰還を祝しつつ、昨日の真夜中テレビ放送再開を受けて、ここに特別捜査隊を再結成します。
おお、再結成。その名前聞いたら燃えてきた。やるぞ。
いや、拍手はおかしくね。
Hello. Yosuke-kun sarcastically teases us for pausing, but after glancing around at everyone, I'm sure we all felt that was appropriate. I mean, there's no reason for any of us to turn that down. We have friends missing and there's something causing trouble. Of course we're going to get help. Of course we're going to help out and get to the bottom of this. After confirming that everyone's on board, Yosuke-kun continues on. Our union is now a full-fledged tactical meeting on the investigation team.
さて、じゃあ始めますか。つうかのっけから割と笑い事じゃねえんだよな。連絡が取れないのは熊、幹事、リセの3人だな。
うん。あ、直人君には連絡はしたけど、事件のことは言ってない。仕事で今日こっちにいないって聞いてたし、来らんないのに心配させてもさ。顔出せないの改めてすごい残念がってた。
That makes 4 of our friends who aren't here today. Hearing it from Chie was one thing, but talking about in a meeting like this and not seeing faces we should be here makes it hit home. Makes it all hit home. Even though there is no need to worry about Naoto-kun, that could be so important just that she can be here. What could it be so important that she can't be here? She's such a skilled detective. It will be much more reassuring to have her around, but bringing that up to the group wouldn't help now. I need to focus on what all of us who are here can do.
ちょっと気になったんだけど、昨日のテレビ映像すごい鮮明だったよね。
ああ、鮮明に映るのは被害者がテレビの中に入ってからってのが去年のパターンだな。
けどあんな大勢映るなんて初めてじゃない？第一私らまだこっちにいるし。てかなんで私ら？しかもあんな失礼なキャッチフレーズ付きでさ。
I can understand Chia's anger. From what she told me, she tried talking to some girls who were chatting about the rumors, but they ran away from her. Probably, no, definitely because they saw the Midnight Channel. I hated hearing the whispers of scoring princess under people's breath after the Midnight Channel aired last year, so I can empathize with Chia's feelings. But I feel a little better about it this time. Back then, I didn't see the broadcast for myself, so I didn't know what I looked like. Of course, I still hate. Of course, I still hate that I was on it again and still really embarrassing.
一番気になるのはクマだな。番組の中でも主催者のように振る舞っていた。
ああ、しかもそのクマが姿をくらましてる。
怪しい。まあわけもなくこんなはっちゃけた悪さしない気はするけど。
やっぱテレビの中入って調べるしかねえか。
Yosuke-kun has a point. If we want to investigate the reappearance of the Midnight Channel, it would be fastest to go there and see it for ourselves. Why? But
けどクマくんがいないと出口もなくない？
Exactly. We can enter the TVs because the Persona users, because we are Persona users, but without Teddy, preparing a TV. Okay. We can enter the TVs because we are Persona users, but without Teddy, preparing a TV inside the TV would make us an exit through we'd be able to we'd be trapped in there. Yosuke-kun laughs proudly in response to our shattered worry.
あの出口テレビは置きっぱにさしてんの。
うわ、用意周到。
だってさ、考えてみ。あいつがあっちにいねえ時にうっかり寝ぼけてテレビに突っ込んだりしたら怖くね？
んなどじいないって。
とにかくそれならテレビの中に入って調べられるね。
ああ、向こうで何かが起きてるのは間違いない。みんな準備は？
できてるぜ。てか正直そうなる予感がありありできたしな。
Everyone nods at Yosuke's words. Oh, I forgot to mention the food I made. What should I do? Should I bring it up after we go to the inside the TV? Well, we're in the middle of a serious situation now, so this is definitely not the time for a box lunch. I'll bring it up afterwards. We'll all eat at a great meal together after the case has been solved. It will be the perfect motivation for us to solve it. As I work up my resolve, Chia suddenly taps my forehead.
ユキコ、大丈夫だから。そんなに眉間にシワ作んなくてもさ。シワできてた。そりゃもうビシッとね。気をつける。大丈夫だって。去年の今頃と違って私らもうベテランなんだから。
Chia knows that I'm apprehensive, so she's trying to make me smile. But she's right. I shouldn't get myself too worked up. I smile in response to my best friend, thoughtfulness. And then we were off, following Yu-kun and Yasuke-kun. Can I save? Oh, there's still an animation.
連休だし、さすがに客いんな。
なんだか街に活気が出てきた気がする。
つうか、久しぶりだね、テレビ。ちょっと緊張する。ちょっとまだ周りに人がいるっての。
おい、今だ。客がいなくなんぞ。
行こう。
なんかいつもと違わない。やば、どうしよう。
どうってもう止まんねえよ。
Yay! Okay, I'm done. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. We will finish up Yukiko most likely. I think your story was the longest, so yeah. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you are not a follower, make sure you do, because we're gonna do this until the end. So I'll see you tomorrow. If not, have a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys stay safe and, do your stuff. Have fun, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow or Monday on my art channel.